In 1912, a Polish book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich stumbled upon what would become one of the greatest mysteries in linguistic history, the Voynich Manuscript. Filled with indecipherable script with strange symbols, bizarre botanical illustrations, this 15th century book has resisted every attempt at decoding. The manuscript is not merely a curiosity, it is a riddle that has captivated historians, cryptographers, linguists, and conspiracy theorists alike. Wilfrid Voynich purchased the manuscript from a Jesuit library in Villa Mondragone, Italy, where it had been quietly stored among other rare books. Written on vellum dating back to the early 1400s, the Voynich manuscript comprises 240 pages of cryptic script, accompanied by detailed illustrations of plants, astronomical diagrams, and strange, unidentifiable biological forms. Its language, often referred to as Voynichese, contains over 20 distinct characters and a pattern of repetitions that suggest a structured, albeit indecipherable language. The manuscript's illustrations add to its mystique. Many of the depicted plants do not match any known species, while other pages feature strange cosmological charts and what appear to be anatomical drawings, sometimes accompanied by humanoid figures immersed in fluid-filled basins. These images hint at possible themes of herbal medicine, astronomy, or even esoteric practices, though no definitive conclusions have been reached. Numerous theories have emerged regarding the manuscript's authorship, each as enigmatic as the artifact itself. Early speculation centered on Roger Bacon, a 13th century English philosopher and alchemist, known for his advanced knowledge of optics, astronomy, and alchemy. Proponents of this theory argue that the manuscript's contents align with Bacon's interests in both science and the mystical. However, carbon dating of the vellum to the early 15th century places its creation nearly 200 years after Bacon's death, casting doubt on this theory. Another popular suggestion is that the manuscript is the work of John Dee, a 16th century English occultist, and his associate Edward Kelly. Dee's documented fascination with cryptography and Kelly's claims of communicating with angels in an unknown Enochian language align intriguingly with the manuscript's mysterious text. However, no direct evidence ties either figure to its creation. More fantastical theories posit that the Voynich manuscript has extraterrestrial origins, with its cryptic language and unearthly plant drawings being the records of alien knowledge. While lacking scientific credibility, such theories reflect the manuscript's ability to inspire wonder and speculation. The Voynich manuscript's indecipherability has made it a prime target for cryptographers across generations. During World War II, the U.S. military's top codebreakers, including those who had cracked Japanese wartime codes, attempted to analyze the text but ultimately failed. This failure underscored the manuscript's unique complexity and fueled suspicions that it might be meaningless. In the 21st century, researchers have turned to artificial intelligence and machine learning to crack the manuscript's code. A 2019 study by Canadian researchers suggested that the manuscript's language might be a medieval dialect of Hebrew, with the words encoded through substitution. However, their interpretations of specific passages have been widely disputed, as the translations produced are inconsistent and often nonsensical. Other AI studies have found statistical patterns in the text that resemble natural languages, particularly Romance languages like Latin or Italian. Yet these analyses lack the definitive proof required to determine the manuscript's meaning or authenticity. The inability to produce a clear and coherent translation has left the manuscript shrouded in mystery. Is it real, a hoax, or something else? One of the most persistent debates surrounding the Voynich manuscript is whether it is a genuine document with an undeciphered purpose or an elaborate hoax designed to deceive. Some scholars believe that the manuscript could be a practical manual, possibly on herbal medicine or alchemy, encoded to protect its secrets. This theory is supported by the detailed organization of its illustrations, which seem to correspond to specific themes. Conversely, others argue that the manuscript is a sophisticated hoax. In 2004, linguist Gordon Rugg proposed that the text could have been generated using a 16th century cipher technique known as a Cardon grill. According to Rugg, such a method would allow someone to produce a text that appears complex, but is ultimately meaningless. If true, this would make the Voynich manuscript a remarkable act of deception, possibly created to sell to a wealthy patron. There is also the tantalizing possibility that the manuscript represents a form of advanced knowledge, perhaps even predating known history. Advocates of this theory point to the unusual plants and cosmological diagrams as evidence of forgotten or hidden knowledge, though such claims remain speculative. In recent years, advanced imaging techniques have revealed hidden details in the manuscript's pages, such as erased text and faint underdrawings. These discoveries suggest that the manuscript may have been edited or altered over time, adding another layer of complexity to its history. Additionally, researchers continue to analyze the manuscript's ink composition and writing style to uncover more clues about its origins. Despite these efforts, the Voynich manuscript remains one of the greatest unsolved puzzles of linguistic and historical study.